Call us on your cell phone. Culinary Hotline Bling. That can only
Yes, sir. You know what time it is, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for the Culinary Hotline Bling. Sing, sing, sing. The part where you give us a call. That was a very late sing. Sorry, we don't want that. Please keep it in time. Anyway, that number is 0214309881. Angie and Peter are here to answer all of your culinary conundrums. How are you guys doing this week?
Amazing.
Fantastic.
And yeah, just for the viewers, not to forget that our bursary competition is still open.
Yes.
Enter.
Yeah, it's 100,000 Rand worth of free education for 1 year. And just enter Debbie at senseoftaste.chefschool.com.
There we go. Okay, get your culinary on. Let's get these questions on while we wait for your calls. The first one that came in from Bailey Kalen, who said, "Good morning. My question is, why can't you cook risotto like normal rice?" Well, it's not rice.
It's not, well, it is rice. It's just not normal rice.
It's a kind of different rice grain.
Different rice. So risotto rice is a short grain rice.
Yes.
Which is very starchy. And the whole point of risotto is to cook it out slowly, add your stock slowly, and you get a lovely creamy consistency.
So it's a lot starchier than normal
Very
rice.
much starchy, and you want the starch.
And you don't want to rinse it off. You don't want to rinse the starch
Because then you lose that sauciness of it.
And then just a little bit of knowledge that a difference between a pilaf and a risotto is a pilaf you add the exact amount of stock, cover it, put it into the oven, whereas a risotto you add it slowly.
Okay.
Slowly, little by little. So it's a short grain, very starchy rice.
Yeah.
It's meant to be stodgy, it's meant to be thick and creamy.
And the slower you add your stock, the better it is.
Quick question though, maybe to get back to this. Could you, if you wanted to, cook risotto like normal rice, get a different kind of consistency?
Yes, you can. There are some chefs who do it. It's not the greatest, but yeah, you can.
All right. So there you have it, Bailey. Thank you so much. Then, two questions that are similar to each other. One from Joy Foss, who says, please fix liver meals. I'm assuming Joy's liver meals are not up to standard or scratch. Make something with lamb liver that we will love, please. And then Renee from Atlantis called us and said, how to make any kind of liver. So I guess it's just a liver kind of question, right?
Liver.
All right.
I'll leave that up to Peter because he's the expert in that.
I think the most important thing about liver is make sure that you soak it in milk. It does take away that very bitter iron flavor from it.
Okay.
So that does help. And the other thing is don't overcook it. So you want a really nice hot pan, sear it on either side, maybe put it in the oven for a minute or two, but you definitely don't want to overcook it. And that's why people hate it, because when they're using kidneys or livers, no matter which one it is, they overcook it and it becomes grainy. And that's what people don't like.
That kind of explains why I didn't like liver growing up, because I mean, we'd have these traditional ceremonies at home, and then, you know, you'd slaughter whatever animal it was, and then you'd literally take that and brine on an open flame and have it just like that sometimes, and just dry it out. Seriously.
And you'll see if it's done properly. And then what we do is we're going to just take a little bit of flour, some seasoning, and we're going to coat it ever so slightly. I know
what seasoning did you use there, Peter?
It's just salt and pepper.
Salt and
pepper. And I normally put a bit of paprika, but there's not paprika in here.
Okay.
Okay. And then
what's the herb that you have?
It's a coriander or a parsley, something just nice and fresh.
Okay. And then?
Nice hot pan. Put your oil in, let that oil get hot. You can see how it's like already starting to bubble.
What kind of oil would that be?
Canola, definitely. Because remember, you want to get those heats very high.
Yes.
And if you use an olive oil or something, it's not going to do that, so you need that.
Let's get in
canola.
there. So then you, boom.
Okay.
About how many minutes on each side?
I'd say 2 minutes max on each side.
All right, we're going to give that 2 minutes on each side while we take a break, but we will be back. Of course, our lines are open. 021-430-9881. It's the Culinary Hotline. Bring, sing, sing, sing.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
You know what else can be found on Expressoshow.com? Deliciousness in the kitchen right now. The Culinary Hotline Bling, sing, 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 is engaged and in action. You give us a call on 021-430-9881. Peter and Angie in the house, all right? Let's quickly take a look at a question that came through from Instagram. I didn't even know. Hey, listen, we're on Instagram, we're on Twitter, we're on Facebook. So wherever you send your questions, we'll find them. Rihanna5128 on Instagram said, how is the best way to make a meatballs with a cheese? Meatballs with a cheese. We want both.
Okay, there's two ways of doing that. One, you could just take, and what I do with meatballs, especially for home use sausage. So it's already seasoned, it's already flavored. You don't have to mince it. You basically just take it out.
Boars?
Absolutely, or pork sausage or whatever you're doing. So what's nice about it is it's got the consistency of a meatball.
Yes.
Okay, so what you do is you'll have your meat like that, some onions, some coriander, some salt and pepper. And you could take the cheese into the center and cover it with the meat around it.
Yes.
But what I would prefer is, and what I've done here, is we've cooked the meat, put a nice chunky tomato sauce, and then you put some beautiful cheese over and you gratinate in the oven. And then we do a beautiful
You
roll
what in
like
the oven?
Gratinate it. So
Grill
you put
it.
it
Are you
under
sure
the...
you're allowed to do that? Okay. What? Grill it in the
Grill it in the
gratinate.
oven.
And then you put it onto a nice baguette like this. Gratinate it, get the cheeses to all melt, and
He
there we
likes
go.
that word.
Yeah.
Gratinate.
Listen, from now on, whenever you're cooking for your friends, you tell them, excuse me, I'm just quickly going to gratinate in the oven, and then we don't grill anymore. We're gratinating now, okay? May is on the line from Cape Town. Good morning, May.
Morning, kitchen wizards. How are you all?
Good morning.
good.
We're
Well,
kitchen wizards now.
kitchen wizard.
I love that, May. Okay, what's your culinary conundrum?
My question is, in America, they use a product which they call half and half, which is obviously half and half.
Oh, half and half.
half and half.
What is that?
Okay, that's a very wild one out there. So are you saying the recipe is asking you to use a certain amount of half and half?
Yes.
Wow.
That one has got me because I'm not American, and
Well, I tell you what, we've got a lot of people
Is
that
it
are...
with regards to a flour?
no, it's milk. It's a
It's
dairy
obviously a
product.
milk.
Milk.
It's a
I don't know
milk.
if it's full cream milk or
Oh.
if it's a very fatty milk, maybe a very thin cream.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
I
listen, we're getting some feedback also from my director who said it could be something that consists of half of full cream milk and half skim milk, perhaps. You know, something
Could
of half
be.
and half like that.
But that would then make a normal milk.
Leanne has half
It's-
milk and cream. There we go.
we go.
The
Thanks,
official,
Leanne.
it is half milk and cream. May, do you got that?
I have got that. Maybe an American person could answer it.
Yes. Well, listen, if you are American and you're watching this show on YouTube or wherever that may be, give us a little Facebook message and tell us what is half and half, and can you have half of half and half? Can you put half of half and half in a... It's so confusing for us South Africans right now. Okay, listen, we're going to go to a quick ad break while we granitate on that. What is it?
Gratinate.
Gratinate on that. And you give us a call on 0214309881. We'll be right back on your Feel Good Breakfast show with the Culinary Hotline bling. Sing, sing, sing.
It's my feel good breakfast show.
Call us on your cell phone. Culinary Hotline Bling. That can only mean one
Yes,
thing.
it can only mean one thing, baby. It's the Culinary Hotline bling. Sing, sing, sing. Give us a call. 021-430-9881. We've been smashing our heads throughout the entire ad break trying to figure out what half and half is. Unfortunately, we have one of the members of the Boston City Singers, Simone. Come and join us quickly, and she's going to explain to us what half and half is. Because we were saying, if you're going to be adding half of half and half into your recipe, then essentially it's an eighth.
And then an eighth.
Yeah, so, Simone, how are you?
Oh, I'm Renee. But
Good, this is Renee, I'm sorry. Sorry. What is half and half?
half and half is half cream and half milk.
Half cream, half milk. And what do you guys use it for usually?
We usually use it in like coffees and teas and help like make it more creamy and
Okay.
delicious.
Why not just use cream or milk?
Some people, cream sometimes is a little bit too tart and the milk sometimes too sweet. And so when you put it together, it kind of like balances out the flavors.
I feel like you should be part of our panel. Okay? So we're keeping you here. Thank you so much, Renee. Renee, everybody! Renee, everybody! Our culinary expert all the way from Boston. Okay, let's take a call, guys. Shall we? We're going to talk about that liver in a second, which looks delicious, but we've got... well, we don't have a caller right now. We lost the call. We'll try and get it back again. But I want to ask this question, right? That came from Zikona Hlaba. Zikona asked us on Facebook and said, I have a little problem that when I'm baking fat cakes, or AKA amagwenya, they're not coming out as soft as my aunt's. Please help. Please, please.
Please, please.
I would say ask auntie for a recipe, okay? But, of course, we're going to be helping you out here. So how do you
Yeah.
make amagwenya soft? They must munyel in your mouth, you know
Yes,
what I'm
they
saying?
must. Well, the thing is, it's a bread dough. So fat cook, fat cakes, amagwenya it's all.
Say it again?
No, I'm not doing it again. It's basically a bread dough. And the point of a bread dough is it's got yeast in it. So, for example, you would have your flour, you have your yeast and your sugar. Ooh, just throw
There
it
we
all
go.
over the place.
And it's important to have the sugar there because the sugar feeds the yeast.
It does. So you mix that together, a little bit of salt, and then you add...
You've been cooking a lot, eh?
Yeah, you have. Then you add your liquids. Now, my personal favorite is to use a slightly enriched dough.
Okay.
You could use any dough. Use any favorite dough that you like and enjoy making. I like mine with a bit of milk, some eggs, and some butter. So it's my milk bread dough that I use.
Okay.
And the idea is you've got to knead it though, because it's a bread dough. So a lot of people will think, oh, I'll just make the
Just
dough
mix it.
and then
So
fry it.
you've gotta get in
You've got to
there.
knead it. You've got to knead the gluten out of it.
Because it
to
needs
give
you, know,
it needs
to
us.
show attention.
And then it becomes soft and elastic. You've got to let it rise. People forget to let it rise.
Yeah, I think
It's
the
got-
proving
it's-
side
You've
is-
got to prove it. And then you knock it back and you make your little balls and then you fry it.
Yeah.
And the other thing is don't fry it at a very high temperature.
Okay.
And not too cold. So probably about 160,
About
165.
160,
yeah.
170.
If you don't have one of those fancy temperature
You
measures,
just put a little ball in,
A little
and you
ball
just
in.
check how it's sizzling up. If it's going too rapidly, turn it down a bit.
Okay.
If it's not,
Yes.
then wait till it heats up a bit.
All right.
Yeah,
Okay, so Zikona, there you have it. So make your amagwenya at home, and I hope they come out soft and fluffy and beautiful and delicious. And send us a picture once you've made
another
those.
little tip is, as it comes out, put it into a plate and cover it with a dish towel, and it will actually steam a little bit and soften the dough as well.
All right. Okay, listen, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with one more segment of the Culinary Hotline Bling. Sing, sing, sing.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Yes, man, you know those terms and conditions, man. Hey? Oh, good. Listen, we're back for our last Culinary Hotline Bling. Sing, sing, sing. We've got Kathy on the line from the friendly city. Yeah, PE. Hello, Kathy.
Hello, Kat.
Oh, thanks so much for the call. What's your culinary conundrum?
I would just like to know how to use white and brown spirit and wine vinegars. The recipes are not very specific. They just say vinegar or wine vinegar or white vinegar. Please help.
Brilliant, brilliant. So many different vinegars, different uses.
Yeah, vinegar is quite interesting actually. So it depends. You can make vinegar from pretty much anything that contains sugar. So you get your wine vinegars, you get cider vinegar, balsamic vinegar, all of those. And it just depends what it's made from. So your spirit vinegar is made from a distilled spirit. It's got very little flavor. So I would use it for cleaning. In fact, I do. Clean the windows, clean the mirrors, clean the drains. But when you know, if you're looking for a specific flavor, so then go for a white wine vinegar, which is made from wine.
Okay.
And it's just, it's a secondary fermentation. That's how vinegar is made. So there's no alcohol
In fact, if you leave
left
your
in
white
it.
wine long enough, it turns
It
into
becomes
vinegar.
vinegar. That's why they always have that little
I don't
thing.
know how I know that, but okay.
It's true. It is true. So use it according to the recipe that you're making. So if you're looking for a specific flavor, add that vinegar to it.
Okay,
Yeah.
fantastic.
But there's also a huge cost effectiveness as well. If
Definitely.
you're making pickled onions or something, then you just use normal brown vinegar,
Brown
which
vinegar.
will work as well.
Fantastic. Kathy, thank you so much for that question. I hope that was enlightening to you. We had another question here from Adelia. Is it Adela? Adela from Elsie's River, who called us and asked, what to do when your soup is too salty?
My answer is to pop a potato into the soup. That'll absorb most of the salt, and then you can taste it. You can take the potato out if you don't want it in your soup, or you can blend it up into your soup. But take the potato out and then adjust the seasoning. Maybe add some extra liquid, some extra milk to it.
And a quick fix as well is take, let's say, a third of the soup out, put it into another bowl, add potatoes and water, cook that down, and then add it all back.
Okay, all
So
right.
you still got
Diluting
the
is-
exact flavors, but just diluting.
But the potato definitely extracts a lot of the salt out.
does.
Okay, that liver is looking particularly amazing. It was 2 minutes per side. It was marinated in milk, seasoned with paprika or coriander, whichever you like, salt and pepper. 2 minutes, kumnandi. What are you adding there?
This is a onion, cream, brandy, and a little bit of chili. And then to top it off is some coriander, Graham's favorite.
Shotgun liver a la
And
magnifique.
liver's always good with nice caramelized onions and
Yeah.
some mashed potato.
Well, guys, thank you so much, Peter and Angie. It's been a very gratinating culinary hotline bling this week. We'll do it again next week. And listen, you've got to tune in. Also send all your questions into our Twitter account and our Facebook account, because next week it's all about the love of curry. And we're talking...
And the bursary.
Yes, of course, yeah, do check them out online. But yes, the love of curry. Ask us all your curry-related questions. We're going to take a break. Gratinate on that.
You can